Welcome to a quantum tutorial on menus and toolbars. My name is Bill Lazarus. Now first of all, let's load a quantum scenario. And this is done by double clicking on the quantum icon on your desktop. This loads the quantum software, and as previously explained in one of our earlier tutorials, we have two groups, a training group, an example M group, and underneath those two groups you will find quantum scenarios. Now to load a scenario, let's select standard road 01 by right hand mouse click and then left hand mouse click to load the scenario. This opens up our plan view and our project view. And up the top here is our file menu structure. So we have file, a view menu, a zoom menu, a data menu, optimization, evaluation, alignments, utilities, and help menu. Now if I select file with my left hand mouse click, I will find create project, which allows me to create a project and specify a DTM. The next one is open project, which opens an existing project. Close project, which can close a project. Close scenario, which closes a scenario and reverts to the project view. Save a scenario. Preference settings, which you can set or change for this particular project, and exit, which exits out of the quantum software. Now you'll also notice that some of these functions like close scenario, save scenario and preference settings have associated little toolbar icons as shortcuts. The view menu, by expanding, we have DTM Info, which displays the dimensions and the number of points of the DTM. Scenario history displays the current data files for the scenario and any notes associated with these files. Labels, view the object labels in the plan view window. So for instance, Hawthorne Highway, Euclid Road. We also have these toolbars, and now you'll see that all these toolbars have been loaded. Standard toolbar, data toolbar, utility toolbar, a zoom toolbar. The alignment toolbar is grayed out. It hasn't been loaded as yet because we don't have any alignments loaded. We have the scenario notes. We also have a layer view, a property box, status bar, legend, which shows how the data is represented graphically in the plan view window. We also have a viewfinder, and again submissions is grayed out because we don't have any alignments to submit at this point in time. Now if I click on standard toolbar, you'll see that some of the icons will disappear. If I select data toolbar, the data toolbar will disappear. Utility toolbar, utility will disappear, and so forth. And the zoom toolbar and the zoom toolbar disappears. So it's up to the individual what toolbars they prefer to have loaded at any one time. And my preference is to have them mostly all loaded. View, data toolbar, view, utility toolbar, view, zoom toolbar. Now if I move across to the data menu, the drop down list includes the geometric parameters, where you can edit the geometry, cost parameters, where again you can edit the cost parameters, templates, where you edit templates or create templates. New layer, or we can create a new image layer or an object layer. A new object could be a point, a symbol or a way station, a feature, which could be either a road, a rail, a river, a power cable or a pipeline. Global zones, I'll go into more details in one of the upcoming tutorials. You can lock the features, so you can lock the data and prevent any further editing. Break a linear feature, this allows you to split a feature into two. So using this to change the width of a crossing requirement of a feature part way along its length. So you can join a linear feature, so combine two features together. Clip to an area. Again, this allows you to delete all feature data except data that is overlapping or contained within a defined area. The undo button allows you to undo the last change, can be repeated indefinitely all the way through to save. Redo, your last undo. You can query, so select specific data in the scenario and query it, and data validation. And this allows the user or operator to check to see if there are any errors in the data. Moving along to the optimization menu, we have a job submission, and this generates alignments for a scenario or create an alignment. This is where the individual can manually create a geometric alignment. Let's moving along to the evaluation menu, and this is where you review alignments generated for that particular scenario. And again, a lot of these commands are grayed out because we don't have any alignments that have been loaded. So when you do have an alignment that is loaded, you can have a look at the previous alignment, the next alignment, selected alignments. You can look at the profile view or the long section of that alignment. You can look at the earthworks of a particular alignment, the cross section of a particular alignment, mass haul, and so forth. Even certain warnings. So if there's any violations to the horizontal radius or the vertical curve, there's grade violations, drainage violations, you can view them, at least highlight them on the loaded alignment. Next menu is alignments, and here you can view the alignment properties. You can generate a volume report. You can read cost of route after editing that alignment. You can duplicate as an editable alignment, which means you can create a new alignment with geometric parameters. This new alignment can then be edited. You can duplicate with vertical editable alignment. Again, creates a new alignment with vertical geometric parameters. The vertical components of the alignment can also be edited. Duplicate with customizable structures. Creates a new alignment with editable bridges, tunnels, and retaining walls. Save as, you can save the selected alignments with a specific file name. Save the selected alignments. Append to, you can add an alignment to a list of currently viewed alignments. Export selected alignments. Again, this exports the selected alignments into a supported format. And Visualizer, display DTM and alignments in 3D. Moving along to the utilities, you can import GIS CAD data. You can import an alignment from an external source. You can generate a corridor or a corridor zone, exclusion zone. You can capture a plan view. You can also capture a profile view. and measure distance, this activates the measuring tool to measure a distance from point A to point B and C and so forth. And finally, the help menu contains the following items: contents, opens the Quantm help, how to use help, technical tips, opens the tip of the day dialog. This allows you to send an email to technical support, links to the Quantm Trimble website. EULA refers to, displays the end user license agreement, and About Quantm displays the version number of the currently loaded software. Now if we go to the View menu, left hand mouse click and select Legend, this loads our Legend window, and you can click onto it and drag and move it, and ideally if you've got dual screens you can move it onto another screen. And again, this will show a quick summary of the colour codes for the road, the river, area cost. A void is typically shown in red, earthwork limits, crossing zones, local defaults, and the colour shading of the elevations. Now if I go back to View again and select DTM Info, this loads the information of the currently loaded digital terrain model or digital elevation model. The name of the DTM, your minimum X, Y and Z, all in Cartesian coordinates, maximum coordinate X, Y and Z, the grid size, number of loaded points, the DTM area bounded by, again, a 9.98 kilometers by 9.98 kilometers square. Click OK and removes the display from your screen. Thank you very much. My name is Bill Lazarus and I look forward to our next tutorial.